Hello and welcome back to Wrestling in Mom's Basement, the week of February 19th. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right, not hot, Joe Venuta.
This is our WCW Full Brawl 1996 retro review. Happened on September 15, 1996 at the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Attendance is 11,300. Commentators Dusty Rhodes, Bobby T, and Tony Schiavone.
And Mike Tenay in a couple matches too.
Yeah.
I think mostly in the luchador ones.
First off, it's a little name for the place of the show. This show's about two things: War Games and Sting. 6 days before this, Sting had been announced as being in Japan for that day, so he will not be at Nitro. Okay, fine. So later on the night, Luger went chase after someone at NWO. Ran to a parking lot where the NWO limo way out pops Sting. When this happened, my jaw actually went through the floor as a kid.
Mine didn't because I knew it wasn't real. I knew he wasn't the real Sting.
I was 3, leave me alone.
You're 5. We were the same age.
Not that.
Yes, we were.
It turns out, though, that it's a fake Sting, and the real guy really was in Japan. The deal here, though, is that we knew he was in Japan, he looked like the real Sting. So WCW guys believe he never returned until he told them otherwise. This was suited from both sides. One, it was established he was in Japan, and that's the case why one, they believe him. Second, can you blame them for believing it was him at least for a while? Because no one watched the tapes anymore. So yeah, the main event's going to be over WCW War Games match, and neither team knows who the fourth guy for the team is. Which makes it a bit odd, but whatever. So let's get to it. The opener video is, of course, about the war between two organizations. Oh, and Giants joins this latest show. This is Hot Wild, I believe it was. Other than that, it's just about the chaos and enemies are going on for the last few months. We see the video from Steve Turn and Eric Freakout is great. We also see them destroying car last night with their bats. Why were they never arrested?
Why does anyone not get arrested in wrestling? Let's see, there's been attempted murder, defiling a corpse, shocking someone's testicles.
Up first,
sexual assaults.
Up first, Diamond Dallas Page versus Chavo Guerrero. This is an up here.
Yeah.
DDP's a heel still, I assume, with both Guerreros at this point. Chavo's almost brand new here. Haven't been in the company for like 5 months, I think. And he's tiny here, Chavo.
Yeah, he is.
He hit the gym over the years and filled out a lot, which is good for him as he looked pretty pathetic here. There are 2 rings here, and they're in the left one. Chavo goes on the floor and whips him with a belt that I have no idea where he got. Apparently, A won the Battle Bowl ring at Clash of Champions from DP, so at least they sent this special. There's a real contrast of styles, as Chavo is young and fast, and DP is really bad at this point still, but he's pretty much the prime example of a guy that started off as horrible. And just holds on to being quite a good wrestler that was popular as well.
Yeah.
He kind of had gimmick change, but was really more that he turned face and got confidence. He has a top rope clothesline and really take over as Dusty was having way too much fun here.
Yeah, he kept on mispronouncing words all night. It was great.
TDP wants
ramifications instead of ramifications. This is something else, I can't remember.
DDP looks a nice little rolling move as he was improving this point. To be fair though, he was horrible before this, so improvement it's going to be hard to avoid.
Yeah.
He has some flashes of good stuff though, you can see here. Not that we've been told anything is all about the main event here, even though we've already bought the paper in theory, so it's not like it needs to be hyped or anything. It's a nice move again. He sets for a behind-the-back suplex, but just spins him over saying like face doors. That was very nice. Chavo makes the comeback with really big stuff and some jumping stuff again. He's a relative rookie here, so there we are. He kind of messed up with Karan, but it wasn't terrible, I guess. And now we're in our ring, and Tony actually asks if this could be a count-out. That's actually an interesting question because they're in a different ring.
That is an interesting question.
But they're still in a ring, so.
Yeah.
The fans will rise up for roll-ups. That's a good sign. They chill out only for a helicopter bomb by DDP for 2. And Trey Van and DDP stomps on Chavo's foot and gets a diamond cover to a nice face pop. His turn was coming around soon.
Yeah. Joe hit the nail on the head. Yeah, it's a very surprising matchup. It's nothing you'd expect, and maybe not even expect it to be all that good as it actually was. I actually really did like this match. I thought it was very, very solid opener, especially from these two at the time. Again, DDP is at the point where he's starting to find himself. His gears are starting to turn, and he's starting to become the DDP he will eventually become. Chavo is also very early in his career. And they actually, I think, thrown the working boots that night and actually had a pretty decent match.
Yeah.
I was actually thoroughly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it was like nothing too special, but it was nothing bad at all.
Yeah.
DDP was getting better and better every time he had a big match. And this was one of them. He still wasn't that good, but you could see a lot of problems with him. He had a good music. Obviously, you don't hear the music on the network.
Yeah.
But he had a good music. And a great finisher was well on his way. Once he turned face, that was also as his feud with Savage. Was one of the highlights of WCW.
Exactly, yeah.
We'll get to that, I'm sure, soon enough, though.
I actually gave the match a B. Again, I thought it was really good. And probably much better than I was expecting from these guys in 1996.
You're a B+.
Okay.
We have a special report. Gene talks about the NWO and what they've done. Why are we seeing this now? Why will we need to see this if we built the show, right? Could there be a match in this time zone?
However, it may have actually been the best video package I've ever seen in WCW.
I was just going to say that it's a great video that explains the first few months of the angle perfectly.
Yeah.
But why are we watching this now? That's the only question. But it is a great video. Up next, Ice Train versus Scott Norton in a submission match. This is a submission match. Again, I had to ask why. Is there anyone that thinks we need to see two matches between these guys? Yes, this is the second match you took. They had a match at Hog Wild too.
Oh wow.
Who wasn't a semi-mark for Ice Train though?
I forgot he existed until I watched his pay-per-view.
There you go. Taylor of all people's match on Ice Train. Has Taylor never not been on a roster anywhere? Has Taylor never not been on a roster?
Was he in AWA?
I don't know. He's fat looking here now.
Yeah.
Which is just
it's a pretty chunky Teddy.
Which is bizarre, just considering what he looks like now. Train works on the arm makes sense at least.
Yeah.
Now he uses, let's call it chinlock, it'd be nice. Tony points out that Norton is using the same move that another guy uses for a finisher, which might be bad, but I'm not sure. They need to pick a freaking body part and stick with it. Norton has worked the arm, the back, the neck, and the arm again now. Teddy comes in, distracts, and full Nelson ends Norton. At least it wasn't that long.
Yeah, it wasn't that long, but it was really boring. It literally looks like they were exchanging holds. Well, Norton was dominating most of the match, I should say. And he was literally just felt like he was just changing different holds until he was trying to make it submit. Then Ice Train comes out of nowhere, puts him in a
Full Nelson.
Yeah, full Nelson, and then the match is over. For some reason, they try to make it seem a little bit more badass than it was, having a bit more of a I quit match component to it. But really, Scott Norton ends the match by tapping on the mat, like normal submission.
Seriously, this is 7 minutes of pay-per-view time. What? Who thought this was a good pay-per-view time?
I don't know.
Had him do one match at Hot Wow, I guess that makes sense. But we really need to see sort of gimmick match, especially this gimmick. I don't think so. Up next, the Mexican heavyweight title match. Kohei versus Figueroa.
No. Well, no, was it an actual championship, Mexican heavyweight?
Okay, there's a lot to talk about here. So there we go. For one thing, the Mexican heavyweight title is the AAA American title.
But there wasn't a belt.
A title that was a mid-card title that Kohei was the first to win. He wanted them to go to WCW with it. So they just didn't talk about it anymore. He's also a heel now with the whole street thing going on. And has Jordan Dozen Doom, so he has Jimmy Hart with him. As for Hoovy, he's brand new here, hadn't been around 3 weeks. I thought this is the so Hoovy's 3 weeks.
There wasn't a belt, right? I wasn't missing anything. Right?
No, you're right. There wasn't a belt. AAA got their belt back.
Okay.
There was also
Alright.
There was also an internet rumor that Hoovy was actually Sean Waltman under the mask.
He did do a spin wheel kick reminiscent of 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Listen, that's about as bizarre of a story I've ever heard. And I've been with WrestleFan for 25 years. That's about as bizarre of a story I've ever heard.
Not as much as Kevin Nash was Kane.
No, that's just horrible. He trips over his steps. He tripped over his steps in his intro.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Yeah,
that was
funny.
fake. So maybe there was a reason for that story. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spotted the one past. Oh yeah, we actually have a match. Conan is now described as a big man. That's just odd to hear. In a painful looking spot, Conan picks him up and just drops him on top of the floor. Hoovy goes all over the ring and hits this is like his quadruple jump leg lariat.
Yeah.
Take over. Take that Sabu. This is back when Conan was Moby. And therefore was actually interesting to watch as well as entertaining. The commentary just stopped for like 30 seconds, so that was strange. I've also watched a WCW show where there's decent wrestling going on, so that's also strange.
Yeah.
So never mind that strange comment. I just wait.
For some reason, we always watch the shitty WCW.
Yeah. So this whole show is strange.
Yeah.
Never mind the strange comment. Who's final order placed here and surprisingly working for me. Today calls to rope the top string. Okay then.
Alright, whatever.
They botched the heck out of a moonsault press though. I'll put down Conan though, it looked fine, but Conan did solo. He has a great pound on makeup for her, I guess. There's a good deal of sloppiness here, but for the most part it was working. It was sloppy, but the lucha style sometimes can be it's what I'm saying. And a stupid move though, Hoovy has himself around the top of a Brahma and instead just backflips off the top. Conan has to drop kick immediately as he lays, which Hoovy freaking deserves. That's just stupid. The masked dude. Hoovy. Well, I don't know why I put the masked dude. Takes the springboard spin wheel kick. I think that was the one you were talking about. Which is one of my favorite moves. 450 hits for two. Of course, he was flash gets two for, as for some reason, the crowd was down, so it's not like the match was terrible.
Yeah.
Conan hits what we would call a muscle buster. And then a super powerbomb from the top for the pin.
Yeah, he actually hit a lot of powerbombs in that match.
Yeah, they were nice ones, but yeah, he did it long.
It was nice and stiff. It was good powerbombs. Just a lot of them.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match, and not feeling whether there's two decent matches out of three to start the pay-per-view for WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good match. There were moments where Juventud was a little bit sloppy, like Joe pointed out, where he like hesitated on the springboard. I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, there were just moments where he was a little sloppy, but I may have deduct a little quality in that, but the match is still overall enjoyable.
This gives a much better grade now for sloppiness. Well, once I get to the grade.
Yeah.
It'll be a much better grade enough for sloppiness. Though overall, I did think it worked quite well, and for what they were trying to do. This is known as able to WCW throwing some people out there and seeing what they could do. On that level, I would say definitely worked. Again, though, the constant moshes were hurting it. There was some good stuff, so I'll say it was good.
I ended up giving it a C.
I gave it a B+.
Oh, alright.
Up next, Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho. Yeah, this works. Alright. Should we talk about the match?
Yeah.
I'm only starting with the yeah, this works, so I guess I'm done with the detail. Okay, you can see the solid lower and mid-card guys having the best matches. And then the main event up being pure drama, that was epic. With this kind of combination, there's no chance right now coming to touch WCW at this point. The announcers had pointed that Benoit could be the fourth WCW guy in case Sting jumped. Benoit uses the line chamber as the more painful looking one. Before Jericho adopted it, which is a very weird looking up. Dusty thinks it could have been 20 men in that limo with Sting. Somehow with that comment, imagine to rival the in-ring match for entertainment value. So we're seeing a movie Jericho in WCW, by the way.
Yeah.
He goes for a springboard move and lays back first on apron on the way down. Okay, now. You can see the star and Jericho begin to be laid out. Sadly, it will never happen in this company. Bobby says you can hear those chops of eating up.
Yeah.
While in the cup he was drinking. I just was vodka.
He literally tried to explain the joke afterwards.
Yeah.
And if you have to explain the joke, it's not that funny.
It was vodka. Let's go with that. So there we go. Benoit is a horseman here, so he's incredibly popular as we're in horseman country, which is always odd to me since some of the top heels in that area for most of the time. this is Jericho's pay-per-view debut, so he's brand new as well.
Yeah.
Let the Ciampa begin. He is a bit obscure, I think. The headbutt hiss was more like a splash, which works just fine too. That's the perfect kind of move, just as if it's botched like that, it still looks fine.
Yeah.
Apparently he was going 65, 70 miles an hour. I love those shit commentary times. And of course we get a line about the shell man. Whoever the fuck that is.
I don't know.
Which Tony, of course, tries to explain, going from entertaining to already can be moved in seconds. Jericho goes Canadian as he makes a shell joke again. Tombstone hits Benoit, but the line still does it. Dusty makes the comment that Jericho will be a big star in WCW. That's one for Tony, yes. But he had an eye for talents. He also says Benoit is the best pound-for-pound athlete in WCW.
Might be.
Don't forget the pound-for-pound aspect. He said about athlete. Forgot pound-for-pound. Benoit had the belly back on the top, knocked Jericho the heck out from the pit.
I'll probably say this match, it's probably the worst match you're going to see, the singles match, you're going to see of Jericho versus Benoit. However, given that said, it's pretty impressive that this is probably the worst match you'll see of a singles match of Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. Because it was a pretty decent match. But knowing what they can do, I guess maybe what I've seen them do and what they could do, sort of, I guess, hurts into my eyes. Yeah. However, overall, it's actually not that bad, and actually, overall, my third best match of this pay-per-view.
Okay. This is tied for an match tonight. It was a very physical match, told a good story. Jericho's the rookie that had nothing at all to lose, and Benoit's the hot young guy that's looking to make a scene. These two should have headlined a bunch of pay-per-views.
Yes.
So, alas, we got Hogan versus Savage. A million times to say. Both these two went on main event at WrestleMania. So, they have a lot to talk about, I think.
In the end, they win.
Despite the old guy saying otherwise. Anyway, this is a very good match. Just seriously disrespect anything else. It was probably their worst match.
Yeah. I ended up giving it a B-.
A-. You know my thing. Certain combination of start time. Cruiserweight title Super Cal versus Rey Mysterio. Thankfully today he's here for this. But his mic doesn't work. That leaves he and Dusty to make their Matrix, but nothing particular. Callow always looked kind of fat to me.
I never really got his gimmick either.
He died. He's listed.
Beret, sunglasses, and just a silver mask underneath.
Oh yeah.
I really got it.
He's listed at 200 pounds. But I have so much with that. He has a backwards hat on, but I think the sunglasses are painted on his mask.
They probably were.
So he's the Blue Meanie. Some idiot chance boring their man into the match. The match is far from boring. It's a lot of people not boring. Apparently his name comes from a big rap group in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay. Ray is more or less the king of the Hurricane Rana, so that's the majority of his offense. He does a 619, but it's more or less a taunt thing at this way.
Yeah.
Callow has a slingshot power on, which was a cool looking move. Callow had overhead senton to inform the Ray who was down, so that was cool too. But I had to forget her on the size of Callow than Ray.
Exactly.
Callow's dominant here was inspected by either myself or Ray. Saul must have had slip heat and some cold feet, as he's far more coherent all of a sudden. Ray finally comes back, but Callow had dropped him on the springboard or something. It's probably been like 9 to 10 Callow here, or as he dominate. Ray hits an insane run, and with like 4 different bounces and springboards in it. This is why Ray used to be my favorite wrestler, I say. Ray gets the springboard sunset flip for 2 as Bobby keeps trying to talk about the NWO, and is actually ignored for the most part. That's a different one. Finally, Ray hits a double springboard into the West Coast pump for the pin.
When Cal was on offense in this match, it was actually very boring. They say that he literally just started working, or he literally just debuted recently in Japan, maybe a few years beforehand. And maybe his inexperience showed it a little bit. but because when he was on offense, the match kind of dulled out. It did come back around when Ray started going nuts, jumping off of ropes and diving outside of the ring. All that stuff Ray came up with was great. Cow stuff.
This is going on way too long. But so for point, this gets about 3-5 minutes cut out, and it's way better. Callow was never really much of anything, but he's an eligible guy that got changed to WCW. And since he was brand new to the American audience, he was considered cool because he wasn't like what was being seen. That's the brilliance of Bischoff in the day. For so much I was so face that you can't tell if it's good or bad. The ending was well fly out, though, so it worked. There's your difference between Bischoff and Russo.
Yeah.
The ending's fly out. So there you go.
There you go.
Give the match a D+.
A C-. Up next, tag titles, Harlem Heat versus Nasty Boys. Heat had the belts here. So we go from Benoit, Jericho, Mysterio to this. We did cluttering because Dusty loses it. That was kind of fun. I think we had to do this match about 5 times already, so I didn't really care that much about it here. Yeah. Double team allows the champions to take over, Knobs to see run the ropes, and it's painful to see. Knobs' style shape is pathetic. Yeah. Let's get a chill off now because this match is so riveting otherwise. This is where our team is good, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Also, throughout the match, Sherry and Colonel Parker keep interfering to normally young people's nerves, not mine. I don't just go on time here until we get to the next 2 matches as they're the meat of the show.
Yeah.
With War Games and Savage Giant. Why was Savage not thrown to War Games? They didn't have the 4th guy and you got Ring Savage and nothing much of the Giant. Okay. Does this make any resemblance sense? Sags is a pile jar, which has Bobby freaking out over them using a move. That wasn't a pile jar, but water. Parker trips Sags up to switch from him again. I was enjoying that. It was entertaining. It was 10 minutes and it was all brawl and stuff like that with a ton of interference from the managers. Knobs gets like the A-pop tag, I think. I was very paying attention to the match. I was paying attention to Shuri and then Parker. And the belts won't change anything. Finally, a clean shot from Booker to Knobs ends the match.
Yeah, I agree with Joe here. The match was probably more entertaining than it was good from a wrestling standpoint. Thank God Shari and the Colonel were out there to make this match a lot more entertaining than it would be otherwise.
Oh, just now. Not for the match. Who thought they deserve 15 minutes? It was Booker and people. That was boring, and no one cured. Good work on the entertainment value. So the match itself was terrible and deserves to feel, but this was an entertainment value.
I give the match a C.
Match is an F, entertainment value is B. Alright, moving on.
I gave it a C as the whole package, so including.
Up next, Randy Savage versus the Giant. Savage guarantees he'll beat the Giant if he down wins. Randy Savage versus the Giant. Savage is wearing a Nitro t-shirt. Great way to make your number 1 contender look like a jobber.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Giant size that doesn't do music here.
Yeah, that was a little awkward.
Yeah, he's an NWO.
Yeah, for some reason they said it.
Yeah.
They even pointed out that, hey, he's dungeon music. And then switched over to NWO out of nowhere. Okay.
Tony and Bobby are just funny as far as anti-NWO stuff goes. Savage wisely doesn't let him get in the ring, starts off, and then he goes to the floor to fight. Why does everyone try to slam Big Man? It's a bison. It's hardly some big epic move that's going to kill someone or explode their kidneys. It's a freaking bison. Anyway, Giant says he's going to make Savage disappear. Is he a magician or something? Giant hooks the backbreaker hole as all the fans are looking at something more interesting. Even the announcers point it out. And now it's a Boston Crab. Yes, a guy the size of Giant is using a Martel's hole. Can we just get the word detail? Savage actually slays him in the one power display I've ever seen there. He hits the elbow and doesn't cover to allow the storyline to go forward. And here's Hogan and Chase Anthony. Yep, hold distraction, and that's possible with a chair. Beat down, commences, get Patrick, sees nothing, of course, and John just sits in the pit.
It's probably Savage's best match at WCW. I thought.
What?
Doesn't mean the match I didn't think was all that great. but it may actually be the best I've seen as Savage in WCW.
I thought it was short and bad. At least it was a little bit more down the War Games, so I can't complain. This somehow was just built to how we have, but whatever. At least this was that long, and now I'm repeating myself out more. Considering how also the first hour and 45 minutes were, the last half hour was awful.
Me saying it's the best match in WCW for Randy Savage in WCW. I gave the match a D.
Oh, dude. You just gave his match last week with Flair a B minus or something. The lifeguard match.
Okay, it's the second best match in WCW history. Second best match.
The cage is lowered. That was always cool, the way they lowered the cage.
Yeah.
Flair, Anderson, Luger say...
Pirate, too.
Yeah. Flair, Anderson, Luger say their usual stuff. Flair is this will be the fourth brand, but he doesn't say name. He also implies there won't be a fourth. Anderson starts falling a bit, but here's Sting. He says it wasn't him, and Luger says he looked him right in the eye and knows it was him. Maybe he should got his eyes shut. Sting says he'll see Luger in a while. Other than a promo next night on Nitro, he will speak again until January 98. Before they go into here the rules, it's 4-4. Although we don't know the fourth guy's routine, but Sting has apparently been from it. They both sent a man in each to begin for 5 minutes. All at 4 minutes in, there's a coin toss. The heels will win that with loss to the tournament control. In the first 5 minute period, the teams on one toss sent it in the second minute. They have a 2-1 match. This lasts 2 minutes. And that 2 minutes to lose the team sends the second man make it 2-2. They alternate for 2 minute periods until a layer in, and then it's for submission, no pins. Quit. We're still right now. War Games, CW, Team NWO versus Team WCW. So far, it's Hogan Hold Nash versus Flair and Luger. You know, there's a huge angle coming with Hogan Hold Nash and John versus Flair, Anderson, Luger, and Sting isn't the best they can do. That is a 6 on the War Games, though I think. But that's not the best they can do. Scott Hall's the first NWO, and he has DiBiase with him. Anderson starts with WCW, that part from Sting was the first time he had the scene in 6 days. To be fair, maybe he can get a flight back from Japan. Maybe I should stop thinking that so much. We keep hearing about how all of a sudden the horse are in Spanish. Did they ever win one?
Probably not.
Hope beats him up to start. Well, that went well. Dusty's cheering for Anderson's just roll on so many levels. Nick Patrick's referee. Bobby freaks out over the fourth branch for NWO, and Hal feels running up to WCW who the fourth brand is. Tony, they don't know our fourth brand either. Owen gets defeated for like 3 seconds, which is just odd. The problem is that Owen versus Hole really isn't that interesting in the match. The key thing here is that it looks like it lost some structure, and it really is.
Yeah.
Patrick for inside the match right now, so much for the announcers charging. We had 2 minutes left, and the NWO, of course, win the court toss. There's a spinebuster Hole and that head cramp, which Hole taps to. It's Nash's second, and after about 9 seconds, Arn goes out to a big move. Nash has snake eyes, and he was the guy that actually gave it that name when he was leaving Vegas back in the early 90s.
That's true, yeah.
Luger jumps the gun, and they realize there's nothing they can do about it, so they're real. He's wearing black boots. This is kind of weird looking. A Luger. Nobody's in white. He beats up both outsiders for a while, and Arn's back up now. There's a 4-1 of these matches, to be fair, worked, so there wasn't really no need to change it. He points out that everyone should just come out here now. WCW dominates as we have 15 seconds left. Hogan is third, so it's the original 3 versus Luger and Anderson. Hogan goes over Arn, which is a match that happened a lot on Nitro in '96, actually. The fans want Flair as Anderson's beat Hogan out. That's the devil. Hogan drops the leg on Anderson. We're still in Flair. Here comes first an interruption. It's North Carolina. There's just like anything else. Flair stays in the empty ring, calls out Hogan. Dusty then cracks up to the point where I just stopped the video. 1-on-1. I don't know if Hogan can beat Flair.
Yeah. I was actually thinking, he's beaten. I don't think Flair's beaten him.
Yeah,
I don't think Flair's beaten him 1, 2, 3.
Hogan.
Ever.
Also, Hogan can't beat him.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious.
Because Hogan's now a cowardly heel.
We go split screen, and one for once we actually show.
Yeah.
Flair goes low on everyone, WCW's in control again. Sting is the 4th brand for NWO. This became a run joke, there's going to be a million fake Stings over the years, ranging from Chris Harris in TNA to guys as tall as Nash. And somehow the announcers can never tell.
Yeah, I think I reviewed one of the matches from late WCW with Sting and Jeff Jarrett, And for some reason, there was just the line of Stings that just came out.
Sting beat the crap out of all of them.
But yeah, there is multiple Stings usually.
Yes. There's another referee in there now, too. The fans have basic intelligence and passable vision. Of course...
Even the Russo swerve of the masked Sting, in fact, being Sting.
Of course, the fans get the idea and they chant, "We want Sting." I don't want to tell that Sting has always had where you need striking style. Pop in some Sting tapes and... Pop in some Sting tapes, I can reason. Pop on some Sting videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. Sting shot. Tony offers a pearl of wisdom by saying that the one-man advantage has been a deciding factor. Thank you. The clock runs out, and it's the real Sting. His pop is better than Flair, so take that for what he beats the living crap out of the NWO on his own and steers out Luger. He leaves, asking if that's good enough. The NWO destroyed him afterwards with Sting pulling on Scorpion, and Hogan made sure to get some credit by throwing on a horrible front face lock for the submission. And a scary line. He says that hole can make Luger lose the use of his legs. Which, of course, he has in real life. Luger crawls towards the back, screams for Sting. I'm just going to cover the whole angle here. And then we'll get to the review.
Yeah.
Now he gets beat up even worse. The horses keep fighting by storm to this point, so it doesn't mean much. Savage runs out, and he gets to Hogan. Hogan runs and here's the Giant. The beatdown's on, and it's bad for Savage. Here's Liz to do something. She tries to cover Savage, but gets hit with the worst for life on her dress. The fans think he sucks and he wants a mic. He tells about how they said they will be together until death do that part, and he says that he'll make that happen and spits on Liz. Wow. Tony says this is the lowest episode he's ever reached. Oh, you don't want to go there, dude.
Yeah, you just opened Pandora's box, Tony. We now blame you for what would happen.
This company had the ding-dongs, cry out loud. Giant says he's the best artist in the world. Okay. This is and then now they're going to take over the announcers just in the middle of the announcers complain about life in general. This show ended over 10 minutes after the match.
For the War Game, I really liked it. For the time and hour it was, I thought it was actually a really good match. I probably couldn't compare it to the most recent War Games we had,
right?
Just a few months ago. But still, I thought it was a great story progression for not only Sting but for the NWO. Then looking more like a cohesive unit against the whatever WCW throw at them. And I also did like what they did with Sting. Yeah, there's things you can nitpick about it, like obviously a fake Sting, Sting being in fact in another match and has proof of that, or why Sting wouldn't call them like right after it happened and said, "Hey, that wasn't me. I'm in Japan," or I don't know why.